Alright, so, this probably works, but I don't think I'll turn it to Earth. When you're making these Universe Sandbox videos, you gotta find like the right music to play in the background for this. So I think this will work. So this will be a first. This will be the first time I'm using OBS to record something from my computer. It's also be a first time in a couple months for recording a video besides making a music-ish video from what I made in GarageBand in a couple months. But so this will be a first, and I think it's gonna be a fun one. And it has something to do with astronomy and space and planets and everything in between. So in a couple of days here, 10 days, it's dubbed the Christmas star. And I think it's saying that because of how this is going to go. And it's going to be involving Jupiter and Saturn. I cleaned up the clutter a little bit on here, so we just only focus on the Sun, Earth, Jupiter, and Saturn. And this is going to be the first time in 800 years that these two planets, Jupiter and Saturn, will be the closest they've been in, is what I got from the NBC article. If there's anything that proves them wrong, I would like to hear it, but we're going to go ahead and go with it. So 12/21/2020. It's funny how that date is just a reverse order with 12 and 21 and 2020. And when it's 2020, you gotta expect the unexpected around this time. Does anyone remember the big hype about 2012 and everybody was thinking that it was going to be the end of the world, and we don't have any hypes about 2020. I just thought about that. It was pretty funny. So right now we have it as, I have it started at 2017, when you open up Universe Sandbox. So we're going to go ahead and skip some. Okay, we'll start there and just lower down just a bit. So it's the 11th right now, and this will work. It's just a day in advance, just to have us where we were. Geez, if you think about it, we were here a year ago, and this is where we are right now. And it's kind of interesting to look at. So this is going to involve Jupiter and Saturn lining up perfectly in our point of view. And we're just pretty much see how accurate this is. It's called the Christmas star because it's, during the Christmas week. And it's called the Christmas star, quote unquote, even though it has literally no stars involving this certain event in our solar system. We're going to just slow it down a bit, and we'll go ahead and jump to the 21st. And this is going to be not exactly probably it is a once in a lifetime. But if I live until I'm 83 years old, I might see this again, because this sort of event will not happen again until the year 2080. And 60 years from now, I'll be 83. So you can get this close as you can. Oh, I just passed it. Back up, Jack. There we go. So, we probably won't notice until, like 7:35 my time or your time or whatever time you're living in. Mostly you fellas from the East Coast will probably get a good view of this. Myself in the Midwest, and possibly some of you fellas in the West Coast who are just entering nighttime. You guys might see this event. So, just trying to get this perfectly. And from what I heard, that where it's going to be positioned, if it's going to be perfectly lined up, Jupiter will be a little bit higher than Saturn, so it look like Jupiter will be the brightest object in the sky, and it will be Saturn underneath it, so it looks like two dots, one on top of each other. Hopefully, maybe. Either that or it'll just be exactly perfectly lined up, which is like a very slim chance of that actually happening. But from this date, it's about the closest as we're going to observe it. But the exact time of when this will be actually lined up perfectly will be in the next couple of days here. So we're going to slow it down just a bit. So if I was right, the 28th is when it is going to be the perfect, exactly lined up. So like around there, yeah, like perfectly on the dot. December 28th at noon. The Jupiter and Saturn will be at their most, from our point of view, directly lined up. So I guess that's the reason we call it Christmas star, is, it'll be like that time. But this is just after Christmas. So 3 days after Christmas Day. And if you could just, bring it up a little bit. Yeah. So this is like something I just wanted to bring up. To any of you guys who are really into like the astronomy part of it. As such as I am. I mean, I like astronomy. It's like one of my favorite subjects within the science field. And I like video games, so Universe Sandbox puts those two things I like into one, and that is this. And so when I say the next time this will happen, a Christmas star event will happen in the next time, and will be the next 60 years, literally in 2080. Me being an old man, and it's me from the future. All right, so we'll be going to jump ahead to 2080 the next time this certain event will happen. So we're gonna go ahead and jump about 4 years a second. So prepare for the craziness. That's funny. All right, we're just about there. I'm gonna time machine. I'll see you guys in the next 60 years. All right, so we can start to see the planets just about to come in online. So it'll just be a little bit off from the last time. So the Earth was right here, and the planets were like in this general area. Slow it down a bit, about a year a second. So yeah, back it up, Jack. Let me slow it down and go forward. So yeah, this would be... Is Saturn right behind it? So yeah, April of 2080 will be the next time that this sort of, well, it probably won't be called the Christmas star. It'll just be like, I don't know, just Jupiter and Saturn line up perfectly in our point of view. So yeah, within the month of April of that year, prepare to make a mark on your future calendars. 2080 of April. This the same event that we're going to be seeing in the next 10 days here will happen again. Probably not the closest that they've been. Is what I heard. The closest that these two planets will get was 800 years ago, about 1200 something. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Something to learn and something to look forward to, and mark it up your calendars if you guys are really crazy into the astronomy things. And hopefully that on that day it is not cloudy, because if it's cloudy, that would be just a darn shame, because this will not happen in next 60 years. So I don't know, hopefully the best comes your way. It's a clear day. In my neck of the woods in Minnesota, it's average about mid 30s to low 30s. So it's not blistering cold out yet. Matter of fact, we only got very little snow. And that's, it's 2020, so I guess we kind of expected this sort of thing to happen. But we've had warm Decembers before, and this is certainly not going to be a big surprise to me, because I've been through it 23 years. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did, and if you guys have not hit the subscribe button yet, go ahead and do that. I'm trying to catch up on some video making, but final exams have been coming in, and trying to get a career out the ground in my field of what I major in, aka geography and stuff like that. So see you guys in the future in another video, and I'll see you then. Stay cool out there.